Hi everyone, I'm Tom Gibbons, mortgage loan officer with PRMG. If you've been thinking about buying a home in Rhode Island, selling a property, or simply trying to understand where the housing market is headed, you've probably been asking the same question that many people are asking right now. When will home prices finally come down? Today, we're going to break down what's happening in the Rhode Island market, discuss mortgage rates, inventory levels, affordability challenges, and opportunities for first-time buyers, and my outlook for the remainder of 2026. Mortgage rates continue to shape the market. Before we discuss Rhode Island specifically, let's talk about mortgage rates. Mortgage rates remain one of the biggest factors influencing buyer activity today. While rates have stabilized compared to the dramatic swings we've experienced over the last several years, many buyers are still waiting for rates to move lower. The challenge is that waiting can sometimes create new obstacles. If rates decline significantly, many buyers currently sitting on the sidelines could jump back in a state like Rhode Island, where inventory is already limited, that could create even more competition. That's why buyers should focus on their personal goals and affordability rather than trying to perfectly time the market. Rhode Island's biggest challenge is inventory. Simply put, there are not enough homes available to meet the demand. Many homeowners secured mortgage rates between 2 and 4% several years ago. Those homeowners often have little incentive to sell and replace that mortgage with a significantly higher rate. As a result, fewer homes are entering the market. Communities such as East Greenwich, Cranston, Warwick, North Kingstown, Cumberland, Lincoln, and many areas throughout Providence County continue experiencing inventory shortages. When quality homes become available, they often attract substantial interest from buyers. This supply shortage remains one of the primary reasons home prices have stayed resilient despite higher mortgage rates. Now, home prices in Rhode Island keep rising. Many people expected home prices to decline when mortgage rates increased. That hasn't happened in most Rhode Island communities. The reason is simple: supply and demand. When there are more buyers than available homes, prices tend to remain strong. Even though affordability has become more challenging, buyer demand continues exceeding available inventory. Until we see a meaningful increase in housing supply, home price values continue experiencing upward pressure. That's frustrating for many buyers, but it's an important reality to understand. Affordability remains one of the biggest concerns for Rhode Island families. Prices have increased dramatically over the last several years. At the same time, mortgage rates remain elevated compared to the historic lows many people remember. This combination has created affordability challenges, particularly for first-time homebuyers. However, affordability isn't just about purchase price, it's about monthly payment. Understanding your taxes, insurance, loan options, down payment assistance programs, and financing strategies can make a significant difference. That's why working with a knowledgeable mortgage professional early on in the process is so important. Opportunities for first-time buyers. Despite the challenges, opportunities still exist. Many first-time buyers assume they need 20% down payment to purchase a home. That is simply not true. There are loan programs available that may require significantly less down. The most successful first-time buyers are usually the ones who prepare early. They understand their credit profile, establish realistic expectations, obtain a pre-approval, and stay ready when opportunities arise. Preparation creates confidence, and confidence creates opportunities. So what happens if rates fall below 6%? This is probably the most common question I receive. If mortgage rates move below 6%, I believe Rhode Island could experience another surge in buyer activity. Many people who have been waiting on the sidelines will likely re-enter the market. While lower rates improve affordability, they can also increase competition. More competition can place additional upward pressure on home prices. That's why lower rates don't always translate into easier home buying conditions. As we move through the remainder of 2026, I expect inventory to remain relatively tight. I expect buyer demand to remain healthy, and unless inventory increases substantially, I believe home prices will remain relatively stable with the potential for continued appreciation in many communities. The biggest variable remains mortgage rates. Any meaningful decline in rates could bring additional buyers back into the market. My final thoughts are that the Rhode Island market continues presenting challenges, but it also presents opportunities. The buyers who succeed are often the buyers who are prepared, educated, and focused on their long-term goals. If you're considering purchasing a home in Rhode Island, refinancing, or simply exploring your options, I'd be happy to help. Leave a comment below and let me know where you're looking to buy. I'm Tom Gibbons, mortgage loan officer with PRMG. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.